to do a stretch while we're in the airport because it's been several days since I posted anything, and I just want you to know that wherever you are, you can be stretching. So the first thing I'm going to do is stretch into my hips. I'm at the airport, flying home, very quiet in the airport. I have my mask with me, but nobody's coming 6 feet close to anybody. I hope you're having a great weekend. It's a beautiful Easter morning. I'm lucky that I've had time to spend with my kids in Utah, and I get to go home and spend time with my kids in Washington. Okay, just a little bit in the hips. I'm going to stretch forward, really curve into that spine, reach up just a little, curve that spine, and up. Okay, one of my favorites, press your knee down, keep those hips right above your heels. Open the angle in your knee, press your foot away from your hip. If you want to get a little more balance, you can reach your hand, take it forward, hit some angles, reach it up and around. Good job. Switch sides. Lift. Knee goes straight down, open up the angle of the knee, press your foot back, bring the arm up. You can even lift, elevate, bring it forward, up and around. Working on balance. Keep open across the shoulders, keep open across the back. You don't want to crunch or scrunch anywhere. I'm actually feeling it more in my support leg and my calves. Getting a good stretch. Good. Okay, here's a new one. Bring your knee up in front and press down. Feeling a stretch through the hip. This is a variation of pigeon on the floor. Just a nice stretch, so using a little pressure, keeping your balance. So today's a balance day as well as stretching. You can bring that up, try to stretch down to the floor. Use your hands on your calves if you can't get quite that far. And up. A few more seconds here. Remembering to breathe through the whole thing. And switch. Lift the other leg. Stretch through that hip. So that sounds funny. It doesn't look like I'm really doing much. But when you put yourself in the position and press into it, you'll know what I mean, right through the hip, unless you're feeling it somewhere else. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my ankle, not putting a lot of pressure on my knee, just enough to help gravity press down into that. Keeping open across the chest. Lifting the abdominals. Should feel good, should feel like you're working. Okay, bring it up. We're going to do this again. Try to reach down for the floor. Remember, this is not my flexible side. But I'm going to keep working at it, feeling my balance. It up, press down through again. Something you can do in the airport. bring it up. Okay, let's just do some twisting. Feel your spine start to release. Feels good. Bring your elbows in if that is the room you have. And stretch wide. Bring the arms back. I'm feeling the warmth in here. Good job. Press forward and stretch into your heels. So in this one, you want to put your heel down on the floor, so that depends where you set your foot. And flexing into the front knee. I need just a little more. I'm feeling it really high in the belly of the calf, which is right in here. All that fleshy calf muscle, pushing it down. So I can turn my heel and hit an angle that I need, and you might need a different angle, so I'm even going to stretch it out. I'm pronating out. Just find it. Find what needs the pressure. Give it that stretch. You can put your hands on your knees, give a little relax there. Let's switch to the other side. Okay, you know where you need to put your foot. Try to hit an edge. Try to get out to where you're feeling a stretch that's almost uncomfortable. You certainly don't want to go into anything straining. There we go. Stretch into that front knee. Increase that angle. And up. Okay, I had my ballet class on Monday, and I was remembering pliés. So, feet in first position or in parallel. We'll start in first position today, so you can see what the movement. Plié is a French word that means to bend your knees. Plié and up. Stretch out. I'm going to feel a sustaining and lift, and sustain and lift. Now let's go into the parallel. Doing the same thing. Your knees will come right up over your toes, and down, and up, down, and up, turning side. You'll just see, I'm going to keep my abdominals lifted, tailbone points toward the floor, just a normal, healthy posture. Knees forward and up, forward. I'm breathing heavy with pliés. It's all good for us. Down. You can use your balance with your arms out. Take them above your head if you want. And up. Now, back to first position. So ballet terminology, plie goes down, go right to the edge where your heels, you're working to keep your heels on the floor, then go just a little farther and bring it up. Down, a little farther, down, and bring it up. You can use a chair to help your balance if you need to. And up. Now, interesting with pliés, you very quickly start increasing your flexibility where you're going down deeper each time you do it. Let's go to first position and do that. Bring the toes in. So feet like you're on straight parallel skis under you. Knees go right over your toes, a little deeper, and up, down, a little deeper. So we're not going into a grand plie, which also means great or deep in this situation. One more. Down, extend up and over and up, coming down. Those are great. Okay, that's something new that we're doing. Go back to first position. A tendu is an extension of the foot. You're going to stretch it out there. You're going to press with your hip. So you're extending your whole leg forward and out. This is easier on a hardwood floor or linoleum, but resisting on carpet is good for your exercising too. So stretch and back. Other side. Forward. So you want to lift at the ankle. Lift. I'm going to show you from the side just a little bit, but that's a funny angle. So lift and stretch. You want a straight line from your hip out the end of the toe without dropping the heel, lifting the heel and in. Very nice. Now take it out. I'm going to go out to the side. Not as easy with shoes on, unless you have on ballet shoes or socks on a hardwood floor. Switch sides. Bring it in and out. And out. So you're really using your muscles. They're so good for you. A couple more pliés. Down and up. And down and up. Keeping your feet in this position this time. Bring one hand up and over and stretch. Remember, you're going to lift. Keep open. Lift. Drop your tailbone behind you and support and stretch. Lift your chin up and over. And the other side. Stretch up through the side. Open, open, drop, and keep your head between your shoulders. Good. Okay, let's do another C shape with our arms and our lower back. This time lift your head, hands above your arms, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch. Both hands up. Stretch behind with the trying to take your hands just behind your shoulders. Nice curve in the upper back, trying to keep the abdominals lifted. And wide and down. Okay, let's take our head up and over. Shoulder stays low. Head up and over. Let's speed it up just a little bit after a couple. Up and over, up and over, up and over. About 15 sets. Really helps juice up your neck muscles. You really should do this every day. So good for your neck joints, the vertebrae. Okay, last one. Now we're going to look side to side, turning right and left, and right and left, right. Just a nice release into the stretch. And hopefully you feel increase in your range of motion. One more set. Coming right to center again. Reevaluate your posture. Shoulder above hips, above knees, above ankles. Oop, I had one foot out, not completely in parallel. We're going to bring the chin curving and up and over the top, so the top of the head is reaching out. And just lift the chin high. Keep the shoulders down and open in the front and back. Lift your abdominals. You always want to be able to reach above your head. You always want to be able to look over your shoulder. This will help you every day. Last one. Coming back to center. Roll your shoulders. Add the knees at the very bottom. As your shoulders come down, drop into your knees. Lift your abdominals. I just keep saying that, but it's good for us. Shoulders and shoulders and shoulders. Bring one arm across, left arm across. Pull back on that hip, pull back on the shoulder, so your flexibility is improving right through here. Let's do the same thing on the other arm. Bring it across and just give it a tug. You're going to pull back with your shoulder, keep those hips right above your knees, above your ankles, and then so you're bringing the arm forward gently. I'm supporting with my wrist under my elbow. From the side, you're seeing it. Still trying, feeling my back, pulling back on my shoulder. Now, the first arm goes up and over your ear and behind you, just not pressing anywhere except lifting up on that elbow and shoulder. Nice stretch. You can take it over into the side if you'd like. Nice breathing. Switch. Other elbow. Stretch up and over. So you should feel a little worked out, a little stronger. Let's go into a nice curve of the lower back. Now swing those arms behind you and lift, getting your stretch. You can also do it just by lifting. Scoop forward again. Let's get a lower back. Parallel feet, tuck in with your abdominals, lifting, pressing a ping pong ball between your navel and your spine. Swing your arms up behind you, either lifting or clasp your fingers and stretch through. Really get that shoulder opening up. Arms out wide. I hope you have a really, really wonderful Easter, beginning to your new week. Positivity in your home and in your life. Tell somebody you love them today. And I appreciate if you were here today with me. Have a really great day.